Baseball on the show from the bank, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Yovani Gallardo will be on the mound for Game 4. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Christian Yelich makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Left fielder, Christian Yelich.
Into the seats, 0-1.
First pitch, 136.
Gallardo sets his sights. 0-1 pitch on its way. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, you're thinking that you might be able to score runs today in this ballpark and against this pitcher. So you need to get on top and then just don't let that foot off the pedal. Keep it going because no lead is safe here.
Martin Prado strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
And gone right down the line the other way. Wow! A solo shot down the line in right. 8th home run on the season for him, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
This is going to be a fastball here, and it's on the outside third of the plate. But look at him just reach those arms out, stay back, and drive this thing the other way. Now, this didn't stay fair by much. But if you can keep them fair right down the foul lines, you don't have to hit them 400 feet.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
First pitch on its way. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, number 22 on the year, and the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. And they've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first yet.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
Here's Michael Morse now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes in here right at 260. 13 home runs and 43 RBIs. 1 out, nobody on. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, there's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Ready on 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Revere is after it. 2 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Woody Monahan will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Marlins on top, 2-0. Henderson Alvarez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Ben Revere comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies, the center fielder, number 11, Ben Revere.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. These Marlins, EK, as they take the field here this afternoon. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, and that last loss dropped them back to the 500 mark on the year. So obviously they'd like to get back into that positive numbers with a win here.
1 away. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. What's the key for them if they want to split this series, Steve?
Hey, just keep doing what they've been doing. They lead the league in slugging percentage. Work the ball down the lines and in the gaps. Continue to get those extra base hits that have been so crucial for them, and they're going to be successful.
Ben Zobrist will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Christian Yelich in this one. Very athletic, a wiry type of guy that gets very good jumps, has a good arm as well. We'll see if he makes an impact defensively in this one.
Michael Franco will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
What a great season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to need some help from his teammates getting on base. He's in the top 5 in RBIs, but not leading that category.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And there's ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't get the call there, but he's making some quality pitches on that outside corner.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Only chance is a bare hand. It's in time.
Oh, what a play.
3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're still down. It's 2-0. Jared Saltalamacchia makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the 2nd.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Gallardo into his motion. Here's the delivery. On Gallardo with the good live fastball. That's 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ripped on the ground to first. Underhanded flip. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the 2nd.
And this is what he's got to do out there. Just focus on the task ahead. Now, it'd be easy to go into a shell after giving up those 2 home runs in the first inning, but he knows they're counting on him to give him a few more innings, so he'll need to respond.
Donovan Solano will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Bautista. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Batting 8th.
Here's Echeverria now.
Adeiny Echeverria.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Sent on the ground out to second. Zobrist is there in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Wow, he's been like a cat with 9 lives out there. Normally, when you give up 3 home runs, you're going to be in big trouble. But luckily, they've been solo homers, so it's kept them in the ballgame.
Settling in now, Henderson Alvarez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Another tough pitch and a tough call there. He couldn't get him to bite again, so he's worked it from 0-2 to 3-2.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Bautista, and that's the 3rd out. But the Marlins tack on one more, courtesy of the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 3-0 Miami. Brandon Jordan will dig in now. He's got that average up over 330 to begin the ball game.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the 2nd. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Fastball called for strike 2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Yelich will wait on it. One down.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Jose Bautista will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks #2 in the National League in home runs.
And he's near the top in runs batted in, so he's having a huge year production-wise so far.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, the fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sounds sharp, too.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though, so he's going to have to go grab a seat.
Adrian Beltre will stand in now, and he's an imposing figure up there, currently 7th in the National League in home runs.
And 3 home runs over his last 10 games, too.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. Still down 3-0. The city's founder, William Penn, seen there at Top City Hall here in Philadelphia, as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show. Christian Yelich is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. more than that is a trend, and he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind.
3-0 now.
And the control looks to be a little off here to start the third.
Gallardo gets the sign. Here's the 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
He can afford to be patient here because all he's looking to do is get on base and do his damage from there.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Definitely not a guy you wanted to lose there. Now you've got something else to worry about besides your command.
Martin Prado stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, the last time that was a fastball, and it didn't really look like he got all of it, but the velocity of the pitch probably helped it a little bit, and he just snuck it out of here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And low. It's a ball and a strike.
You know, guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better out over the plate.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Ruff battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number 1.
And you know, you're going to see this a lot with a guy who has a great fastball like he does. This one's on the inner half of the plate, and it's so easy for that bat to just sort of drag through the zone. It's hard to catch up with that thing. And you see right here, he's going to make contact right below the label, and this is just going to turn into an easy, soft liner.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And with a runner on first, you better have a catcher that you can rely on if you're going to bounce a changeup on an 0-2 count. Luckily, he does.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Grounded to the right. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 3 and the Phillies nothing. Salvador Perez will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First offering on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Strike called, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Darren Ruff will be next. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Well, sometimes that's how these rallies start. A little fluke hit, and now they're in business to start things out.
Darren Ruff will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one, 0-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here the last 2 pitches.
A runner at first with no outs here. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Stanton is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
The pitcher, Giovanni Gallardo, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. Morse is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Yeah, not a real easy pitch to bunt there to start the at-bat. You see there, he shows late, and that pitch is up a little. And those can be difficult to get on top of, and he winds up just popping this ball up.
Ben Revere will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. That's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Nope.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Line drive to center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Michael Morse is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
First baseman, Michael Morse.
That's popped up out towards short right field. Ruff onto the grass. And, oh no, it's off his glove.
Being out there during day games, I can tell you,
Center fielder.
it is no fun trying to find the baseball against a high sky like this. And here, he just doesn't pick it up.
Stepping in, Woody Monahan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Runner goes for second. In the dirt here. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base.
Well, it's almost impossible to get the runner on a pitch in the dirt. And here, he's just making sure that this ball doesn't get by him to the backstop. You see, he turns his glove over, gets big, and just tries to keep the ball in front of him, and he'll keep that runner from getting any further.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Gallardo pauses. Here's the 1-1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Revere going back. Still going back. A leap, and he's got it. Impressive play for the first out. Around third and being waved on home. And he throws it away.
The catcher, number 39.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost him a run.
The catcher, Jared Saltalamacchia, is in now, as he'll watch a breaking ball that comes back to catch the outside corner for strike one.
Now, after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
One and one.
1-1.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike two.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Four runs, only 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Now batting.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Stepping in now, Donovan Solano. Lays off 1-0. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Now, after the home run last time, you can see a more cautious approach this at-bat. They don't want to get burned again.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Here's Echeverria now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
One and one, here it is. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Grounded to third. Beltre has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run scored without the benefit of a hit, 2 costly errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Marlins 4 and the Phillies nothing. Ben Zobrist is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Michael Franco stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. 1 out, nobody on. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. looking to avoid his first walk. High in the air out towards shallow right. Stanton is camped under this one. And that's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Jordan.
Brandon Jordan is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Drilled to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail here 4-0. Henderson Alvarez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The pitcher number 37, Henderson Alvarez.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Gallardo's ready. First pitch on the way. Hot shot to third. Fielded by Beltre. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder number 21, Christian Yelich.
Into the box, Christian Yelich. He drew a walk his first time up. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch on 2-1. Hit hard to short. Franco has it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Martin Prado strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. On his way to pitch number 75. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
That evens it up 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Four runs, only 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. full count now. 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
2 out, nobody on. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Jordan on the move, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Now batting, right fielder.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Giancarlo Stanton will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. Hit to first, scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 4 and the Phillies nothing. Jose Bautista will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Skied into very shallow right. Stanton is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That's by him for strike 1. fastball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
All even now, 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
In the air now, out to left. Yelich has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the first pitch to him. Drives it the other way to deep right. Back goes Stanton, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And as we check out the ranking on the team leaderboard, you can see that that gives him an even 20 now on the campaign.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
Darren Ruff will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
And that misses, ball 1. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
1-0 pitch on the way. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Hit to short. Fielded by Hechavarria. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Lewis Coleman will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 31, Lewis Coleman.
Michael Morse will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Michael Morse.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Jordan going back on it at the track, the wall, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, and the Marlins have opened this up now. It's 5-0.
Yeah, and that's his first hit of the entire series here, and he makes it a good one, all right. This one clears the wall by plenty. And now, back in the dugout, you can imagine he's probably saying, gosh, it's about time.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Into the box now, Woody Monahan, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
The catcher, Jared Saltalamacchia, is in now, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Jordan moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Donovan Solano.
Donovan Solano will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning, as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. In there, strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. One and two, here it comes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Marlins 5 and the Phillies nothing. Brock Holt is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side, and reined in one away.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Ben Revere will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Alvarez has his sign. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Now to the plate, Ben Zobrist. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Well, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
High and deep to straightaway right. Stanton racing back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Phillies down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Ryan Webb is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 59, Ryan Webb.
Adeiny Echeverria stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
Adeiny Echeverria.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
The pitcher number 37.
Well, you don't always need to have amazing movement to make a slider successful. And this is a case in point. we've seen sliders with 10, 11, 12 inches of break. This one only moves about 8, but that's more than enough to get the job done.
Standing in now, Henderson Alvarez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
The perils of being a third baseman. I remember it well. He's way out in front of this pitch and just hammers it towards the hole. And you can see by the reaction at third, the coaches are telling you, hey, get in front of that one. Yeah, right. You get in front of that one.
In is Christian Yelich, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here comes the 1-0. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
High and deep to right center. Revere ranging back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Martin Prado will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Fly ball to straightaway left. Bautista moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Marlins leave one, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Maikel Franco will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances.
Maikel Franco.
Alvarez into the windup. Here's the first pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Monahan ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 32 now for the season. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
And even though this is only one run, this is important, not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
In now, Brandon Jordan.
Brandon Jordan.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. That home run a moment ago, 407 feet officially. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And, looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. That last one was number 84, so they're getting near the point where they'll need to start keeping tabs on him.
Jose Bautista will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Stanton looking up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run that time off the bat of Jose Bautista. And even 30 home runs on the year. And it's now a 5-2 game.
All season long, when they've needed the big hit, he's been there for them, and he delivers again here in a tight spot. Now, I tell you, he has really impressed me the way he swung the bat this year. No doubt about it.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Adrian Beltre is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And that misses 1-1. Not much success for these guys through the first 6, but it appears they've found the key to unlock their opponent here in the 7th.
Yeah, it's pretty common when you start getting into your 3rd time around against a guy. They've got a much better idea of how to attack him, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
Saltalamacchia is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Into the box now, Salvador Perez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Hit on the ground to short. Echeverria's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Marlins lead this one 5-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Chad Billingsley will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Batting in the 6th spot, number 38. Chad Billingsley. Now playing third base and batting in the ninth spot, number 17.
Giancarlo Stanton strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Went up and out of the zone that time, but he gets a piece of it, and he'll see another pitch. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Right side. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Pretty dangerous here for a first baseman. This throws high, and it's to the home plate side of the bag. So when he leaves his feet, he's really exposing himself to that runner coming down the line. The overthrow, that was bad enough, but a collision there would have really been bad news.
Michael Morse will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, this is a matter of just overthrowing that curveball. This one's going to be about a 58-footer, and once it skips away, there's no shot to get him down at second base.
We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Woody Monahan stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Shoots this one to first, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. We take a look at our line score here in the 8th. A lot of offense. Already 6 home runs between these two teams, and we may not be done yet. Jared Saltalamacchia stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Here it comes. 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Drilled to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Yeah, he waited out the curveball that time and just ripped it towards the hole. You see the dive over there at first, but that was pretty much for show. A little false hustle. I don't think he ever really thought he was going to get to that one. It was hit way too hard.
First pitch of the at-bat. Donovan Solano started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
The batter, number 3.
Lucky for him, he's able to turn into this one a bit. You see it comes and gets him right in that upper arm area. Well, that'll hurt, but a lot less than if it were the elbow or the forearm.
Adeiny Echeverria comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Revere on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Marlins leave all 3. They're still out in front, 5-2. Darren Ruff will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. One and two.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Alvarez has his target. Here's the 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, a good pitch there to get the out, and looking ahead, he's due to lead off the next half inning, so in all likelihood, this could be the end of the line for him on the mound.
Freddie Galvis will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Ben Revere will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. In there, a base hit. And he is in there.
And this is one of the first times this afternoon that they've been able to mount any sort of resistance out there. The runners are on the corners now with one away, so this is a good chance to really do some damage.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. A.J. Ramos will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ricky Weeks will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 29, Ricky Weeks.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
From the stretch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And the Phils know that one key hit here could make a big impact on the outcome of the ball game.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
And now with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
The 0-2 delivery. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Michael Franco will step in now in a big spot here with runners on.
And keep in mind, he's got a home run here already. If he gets a hold of another one, he could tie up this ball game.
from the stretch. Ball one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
2-0 pitch on the way. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Yeah, looked like he guessed right on 2-1. That was a good time to swing for the fences.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work at corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They trail 5-2. Leading off the inning, Ricky Weeks, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Now the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Revere racing back to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around second, he'll try for third. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
The left fielder, number 21, Christian Yelich.
Here's one more look at it. I thought it had a chance to get out of here, but you see this hit off the base of the wall and skip away, and that's what allowed him to get into third.
In is Christian Yelich, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bautista with the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw.
And after the leadoff triple, this is just a case of a guy taking care of business out there with a runner in scoring position. All he's trying to do is get something airborne here, and that's mission accomplished as he gets the easy sacrifice fly.
Martin Prado strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. That missed. Close. It's ball two.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Smoke toward third. Fielded by Galvis. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Pitch on the way. The cutter runs outside. Ball 1. Two and 0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Here's Michael Morse now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Hard liner toward short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Miami's out in front, 6-2. Brandon Jordan will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
He's set. Here it comes. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton shading to his right. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder,
Jose Bautista will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And that's in there for strike one. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now here's the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Still 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Well, out of the bullpen, he's faced 4, struck out 3. That's what you want from your relievers. You want them to come in and go right after guys. And that's just what they've done.
Eric Campbell will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Yeah, he came right back in there with the fastball, even a little tighter that time. That's what you have to do against a guy like this.
That's 3-1 now. Salvador Perez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And the count will be full. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over.
And I think this is a good decision here to let the setup guys stay on to finish this one off. He goes out to pick up the rare save with an excellent effort.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our